Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. My name is Paige Innes. I'm with Gibson Sotheby's International Realty out of Boston's Back Bay, covering everything you need to know in the rental market or in the sales market. This week we are covering Brighton, Brookline, and Cambridge, covering overall trends, unit by pricing, and key takeaways for renters and landlords across all these neighborhoods. So let's get into it. First marketplace we're going to cover is Brighton, and their volume picked up significantly this month. 97 closings, that's up from 78 last month. Above asking climbed from 4 to just 7, and at asking rose from 66 to 77. Overall, this market has clear landlord leaning right now. More activity, more competition, more renters are paying the asking price. But here's where it gets useful for renters. The unit size breakdown tells a completely different story depending upon what you're looking for. Studios jumped significantly this month. 2 bedrooms held essentially flat, but 1 bedrooms dipped for the last month and 3 bedrooms dropped meaningfully. For renters, 1 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms are the best bet for finding a deal. Both 1 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms have softened this month, giving you more room for overall market numbers suggest. For landlord, studios surged and 2 bedrooms held steady. Above asking activity is growing, tells you market is competitive enough to price with confidence. And if you're listing a 1 bedroom or 3 bedroom, just be realistic about where your pricing has moved. Next up, we have Brookline is most interesting story of this week, and renters need to pay close attention to what is happening here this month. Volume dropped from 150 to 122 closings. At asking fell from 149 to just 89. Let me put this in context. Last month, 149 units out of 150 Brookline rentals closed at ask, and one of the most extraordinary at asking rates we have seen in years. This month, that dropped from 89 to just 122. That's a significant shift. How much pricing power landlords are exercising right now, and it creates real room for renters that simply wasn't there a month ago. Above asking held essentially flat for 2 months, and unit size breakdown shows 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms both dipped this month. 3 bedrooms rose in their highest level in recent reports. For renters, Brookline is giving you more room than it has given you in months, and that at asking drop is your leverage. Come in with a below asking and use the shift from 149 to 89 as your anchor in negotiation. 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms are your best category here, so use it to your advantage. For landlords with 3 bedroom units, this is your strongest category in Brookline right now, and the data supports confident pricing. For 1 and 2 bedrooms, landlords, the market is softened slightly and this month, and price currently conditions will serve you better than they did last month comparables. Next up, we have Cambridge. Cambridge had the strongest volume story of this week. 227 closings, that's up from 182 last month. That's a 45 close jump in single month, and that tells you the market is extremely active right now. At asking jump from 135 to 173. More renters are paying exactly what the landlord is asking. Overall, this market is a strong landlord lean on volume and activity side, but there's a nuance renters need to know. Studios dropped from last month. 1 bedrooms dipped as well. 2 bedrooms held essentially flat. 3 bedrooms ticked up slightly, and overall median rent actually came down slightly despite the surge in volume. This combination, surging volume but softening smaller unit prices, tells you Cambridge market is a busy, but landlords in the smaller unit category are not getting the same pricing power as they are in the 3 bedroom landlords right now. For renters, studios and 1 bedrooms are your category in Cambridge this month. Both softens despite the overall market surge, and that's your window to negotiate. Come in with a research offer and use the unit size decline to your bet. For landlords with 2 and 3 bedrooms, the market is actively and competitive. At asking jump from 173 tells you renters are paying asking across the board in those categories. Price with confidence. For studios and 1 bedroom landlord, price has eased slightly, so you want to be realistic when you price them on the market. The market has shifted slightly. So you might be asking yourself, what is the overall picture this week? Well, across all 3 neighborhoods for renters, Brookline at asking dropped from 149 to 89 is the single most important shift in this week's market report. That's your leverage, and you should use it. 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms in Brookline are your best categories. In Brighton, 1 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms both dipped, worth targeting there too. And Cambridge, studios and 1 bedroom softened despite the overall market surge. Again, another place you want to look at closely. Renters have a window here, and it's hiding inside landlord leaning market. For landlords, Cambridge and the strongest volume story of this week. 227 closings at asking surge. Brighton above asking grew from 4 to 7. 3 bedrooms are the strongest unit category across all these neighborhoods this week. Brookline, 3 3 bedrooms hit 5305, and Brighton and Cambridge both have 3 bedrooms strength. As always, you've come to the right place if you're looking for a full market breakdown in rentals. Every Tuesday I post a full report, but I also post a report on my social media channels as well, but it's a little more brief. If you're looking for a more in-depth analysis, you can also check out on Friday. I will post a market report on Substack. The link will be in my bio. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be back next week for another market report, and I hope all is well. Take care, guys.